Have you been to California, seen the sights and people there?
On the 6th day of Christmas, Jeff Bezos brought to me a Klein meter for the RV.
Does seem to show. Seems to show I've got some water issues here.
A Klein meter, well, Klein Tools. They make a lot of different products. Now, this is a ET, not phone home, an ET140. What does the number mean? It means nothing. I don't know why they give it kind of a product name. Don't you sometimes wonder about these numbers? Anyway, this ET140 Klein meter is for moisture. And as you know, when you're in the RV, or maybe even worse, when you're not around the RV for several months and the moisture comes in from the ceiling or a broken pipe, whatever happens to be, moisture, wet, mildew, the black stuff, right? Now you don't want any of that black fungus getting in there. That is your enemy. So the idea with most of the tools you'll probably see in the market, they have probes, which is a moisture probe. This one doesn't need it. It does it electronically, and it takes a couple seconds to calibrate. Now, it was cold in the RV when we got in here, but I've warmed it up a little bit to have it room temperature, just so it gets better ambient temperature when I go do some sniffing. But we're going to put it where the back of it is touching the wood, and there's different modes. Now, you'll notice right now it says it is in the drywall. I wouldn't get too close. You might lose focus. But there is also a masonry. No, we do not have masonry. We do not have drywall. We have hardwood. Yeah, like my head. That's hard. And then we have soft. So we're going to go for the hardwood, and we'll do some tests. So right now it's 0%. If it gets up high, you will see the needle go up, the number go up, and you'll actually hear a beep, which is nice too. Okay, let's do some testing. So remember, we're going to have this towards the back, and off we go. We'll move our little furry friend here. Squeak. Okay. Now I see over the years we have a little bit of, I think it's kind of a soft area there. So let's see if the number goes up. 1 degree, 1% I should say, 2, 3. So you can see the light indicator also. It's saying, yeah, it's had some up to 3. So that continues to be a little bit more. Look at that, up to 4. Going back down, 4 again. Okay. Going a little further. Yeah, we're getting up 4, 5. So anyway, you get the idea. We can go around here, but it looks like this could be a possible area. And, you know, I'm not sure that I know exactly how to use this precisely, but I think if you put 100% in, it's going to get a higher number. So if you want to see where it gets a real high number here, there.
Ooh, and it's beeping.
So if you get it touching it right there, I'm not sure if I should have it just a little bit of an angle, but you can see where there is some areas that are higher. So if you want to get real precise, I like to kind of keep it just a little bit off, as best as I know, but if you want to know where the highest spots are, you might go like this and say, let's see, there, right about there. So that might be a good spot to look. And let's go looking over in some of the other parts there. Well, I guess we could go on the roof. Up on the rooftop. Looking pretty good.
Well, this might not be one that I like Jeff Bezos bringing to me.
Well, it depends. If you don't want to know the news,
True.
you know, sometimes it's better to have diagnostics and see what maybe is a candidate.
Yeah, it's quiet over there.
I think it's nice to have something like this to be able to do some diagnostics, especially in the rainy season like we're having now during the holiday season. So whether you get one with the needle, but then you got to probe into wood and things like that, which is probably not what you want to do in your RV. But this one where it just has a conductor of moisture, I guess, a sniffer, if you will. And so that is the Klein Tools ET140. There are other companies that make these, but it might be something if you're concerned about water. Now, I watched somebody else's RV, and they started talking about problems they were having. I thought, oh, I should probably have a meter. Well, it's getting to be a little bit towards dusk, but I thought I'd come out and take a look at the window, and I did see another person who had a Fleetwood Pulse, and they had a problem right up there where the window wasn't properly mounted. I don't see that.
Found the source of the leak. It's actually not where I thought it was. It is the window, and it is leaking like a sieve. It's puddling under the slide, which that's a slide 4, and then puddling up over here. Bummer.
I don't see that, but I just can't help but wonder where they took and put a little seal down to midway here, and then there's nothing. I put my fingernail back there, and I see these little lines on this side here, and another one over there. I thought it was from the weep holes here, which is where the water is supposed to drain, but I'm just wondering. I think what I'm going to do is put some more sealer all the way down in the seam. And there's something else. I'm putting solar up on the roof, and I'm going to be drilling holes. So yeah, you want to adjust for minimum amount of leaks and sparks. So that's another thing also when you're putting solar or something else up on the rooftop where you'll be doing some drilling. It's good to be able to do a system of measurements. And we're having another tool, because if I was to go through electric wires, that's not good. So watch another day. We're going to have something else where we're going to see how do we know where we can drill on the roof without going through some wires. Stay tuned for that. So as always, thanks for coming by at California Travel Videos, and we look forward to seeing you soon again.
Until
Happy
then,
trails.
happy trails.
Peace out. Bye for now.
Have you been to California? Seen the sights and people there?